share my screen and show you something that is even more complex, but even more valuable. So this is a brilliant play. Yeah, this might look a little complex, but this is a brilliant play built by one of our customers where and I've spoken about this a few times on LinkedIn, where you can literally have a peek into your competitors' pipeline, not their customers, but the deals that they're currently chasing today. So what we are typically doing is I could actually go in and show you all of these, but I'll not. I'll actually. So what we've done is, so there's a handy assistant right by you who just not only helps you build out these things, but also edit it at wherever you want to edit by simple instructions, and also explain to you what is happening, right? So it tells me exactly what is happening at any point in time. It also points out which node it is happening in. And let me just still give you an overview. So what is happening is basically we are tracking every single sales rep, their CXOs, as well as any BDRs of our competitors, and we're looking for all kinds of LinkedIn activities. It could be replies to comments, posts, reposts, likes on any comments or the post, etc. Right. So typically, what we notice is around 80-85% of the activities of any sales rep or a salesperson is on their prospects. The rest 10 to 15 is on sales gurus or leaders. And if we can remove that by filtering through your ICP, that's pretty much what you need to get a peek into your competitors' pipeline. Right. And the last bit is actually even more crazy. Where can I change my list of competitors and my ICP definition? So firstly, you don't have to change any API or anything of that sort, but all you need to do is just this list, and it points out here to change your list of competitors. You want to edit the competitor sheet upload. So this comes in from a sheet uploaded. We could just plug it into a Google Sheet, etc., where you can have a live list of competitors. So every week it runs, it can pick up from that list of competitors and then search for their sales reps and then do the rest of it, right? And then where do I need to change my ICP definitions? Again, one simple node, which is N12, and it's called Find Potential Fit Companies. Let's quickly get to that. Yeah, I can see it. So find potentially fit companies. So basically what we're doing is kind of going ahead and checking, what your ICP definition looks like. And that's pretty much it, actually. Let me reduce this. And this is what the end, looks like. So let me just show you some of the results here. So yeah, the final looks like this. And I'll actually, in the meanwhile, share it on Slack itself. So let me run these two nodes. It beautifully populates the Slack on these things. But yeah, this is what it looks like. So basically, one of the competitors is interacting with, what we're looking at is the company Axiom is getting engagement from high spot here again, high spot here again, and then high spot here again. So multiple engagements on the same company that you get the actual comments that they're talking about. In fact, in some cases, they've explicitly mentioned it was lovely having a conversation with you and looking forward to onboarding you, things of that nature. And if I can go to my Slack, then we search for demo, tracking. And yeah, so this is all there. So you know the competitors which you're targeting, and then I can just run the next node and it'll pick up all of these and start populating here. So I've just done it once before. So you will start seeing things like this. So basically who is interacting with whom, and all these are linked, and what is the exact post and what is the activity there, right? So one last thing, that this again does not need to be built out. We have this entire section of plays or playbooks, as we're calling them. These are microservice kind of offerings where you don't have to think about buying a tool here. For example, this competitor intelligence is here, but anything like on RB2B, you will find here anything that has to do with funneling through your inbound lead. You will find within the playbook called Zero Leak Inbound Funnel, and there are more playbooks around founder-led sales, which talks about a lot of productivity as well as efficiency hacks, CRM data hygiene. Slightly larger companies would require this. Activation of PLG users goes through the entire journey, applicable to us as well. Entire journey from when you first hit a touch point with a person to when they start getting active. So, yep, that's pretty much it what we had to show.